There it goes. Is that it? It's on. It's on. Welcome along, everyone. Let me just sort a couple of bits out here on my screen. This is the California Coast Classic 2022. Some training races. It's the next one in... I tried to do a series, but I couldn't really get a series going. I was going to do that Zwift Insider series, but did the first week and it was okay. But then subsequent weeks, it's been... I kind of looked at the length of them and they're so long. Like the one today, this morning, which I thought about doing, was one of the shorter ones, but it was actually over an hour in length. So not so great to watch. And also at this point with my training, with the races, I want to do short races because the training rides are longer. Like yesterday I did about 40, just over 40 miles, which was difficult actually, a very difficult 40 miles. For some reason my body was not responding well to that. The day before I did 35. So instead of having a really long race, I prefer to have a shorter race. Now this is 10 laps of the downtown Dolphin. So if you've been watching earlier this year, you'll have seen a couple of races in this place called Crit City. So I'm doing another one of those. This one is not 8 laps like last time, this is 10. Hopefully I'll be able to hang in there. Again, it's category enforcement, so I am in category C. Minute 19 before we start. Not sure how many there are. There's 25 people so far in the pens, which is a good number. So it's going to see if I can hang out with the C group for 10 laps here. Should be about half an hour, a little over half an hour. And we'll see how it goes. As usual, I'm going to be in the Zwift jersey, or the old Greg LeMond Z Peugeot jersey. This wasn't Z Peugeot, it was Zion Font, wasn't it, by the time he was riding for them? Peugeot had stopped sponsoring them by that point. But yeah, in this one, I'm riding it in the race as well. I've got the same jersey on, so you'll see me there. Green wheels. Don't have a headband in the race. I was looking for whether I could get a headband in Zwift. Apparently, headbands are available, but only if you do the running part of Zwift, which means you've got to get a treadmill and sign up for the running on Zwift. And that's an unlock for Zwift on the treadmills. I'm not doing that. So, all right, here we go. 20 seconds to go. We're going to see how this race goes. I really don't know what's going to happen. Could be crazy, could be all right. Let's just see what goes. What goes down? 8.76. We're on a 3-second average for the power, so I need to start going back now. There we go. And we're off. Let's see what happens with this race. Oh, they're all going up ahead of me. Keep up, lad. Okay, how many do we have? Once we get out onto the road, then we'll see immediately how many we have. Gosh, I don't want to get dropped at this stage. Okay. So we're turning left, so we're on the downtown Dolphin, 10 laps to go. Here we go, 12 miles. Reasonably good quality in this race. A couple of really good riders. A couple of good Canadians. So we'll get up to the front in a minute. Might be able to see them. Ambition here. Not sure I'll stay with this group the whole way around. Might do. So, good thing is it's not a crazy start so far, which is good. People not going nuts. As we go around, I know there's going to be a few new viewers today. Talk about the California Coast Classic, what this is, fundraising above my head, raising money for the Arthritis Foundation, and why we're doing it, and what the big event actually is. The event itself is in September. I'll be riding a bike 525 miles down the coast, in real life, from San Francisco to Los Angeles. You see this little hill here. There we go. Up the hill. Later in the race, we'll probably see splits occurring on that little hill. Make sure I'm in a good gear. Okay. as much as there is a blob here, I'm trying to stay with the blob. As I recall from the downtown Dolphin races, which I don't do very often, people go a bit hard up that hill, and then this next bit is downhill. It's kind of an uppy downy bit, mostly downs though. People take it easy here and use this as a recovery sector. See whether that happens today. There we go. All right. Is this coming to the end of lap 1? Just about. Here we go. I don't want to get left behind, taking the long way around there. And 11 miles to go. Okay. So that is lap 1 complete. 9 laps to go. Sorry, get my breath back here. As I said, yesterday I did 40 difficult miles. It was on Zwift. It wasn't out on the roads, but it was 40 miles. And especially the first 20 I found very hard. I don't know why. Just difficult to get going. So this morning, I may not be feeling the best anyway, after doing that yesterday and 35 the day before. But before this ride, I actually put my back wheel on my bike, my real back wheel, and went outside with it. And oiled up the chain, put some air in the tires, rode it around for a few miles. Sort of a little maintenance ride. If you follow me on Strava, and if you don't follow me on Strava, look here. Whoops. There, Twitter link. And I'll tell you how to get to my Strava, which shows all the training I'm doing, every single ride. And if you look at that, you'll see the ride that I did there included a Strava segment sector called the Ballymote Throwdown, which is a little street right around the back of our house here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Someone's just gone off the front, sorry, so the pace has been raised slightly here. Everyone's trying to catch them. I got a feather. I wasn't paying attention, should have used my feather on the hill. Save it for next time. Excuse me while I catch up here. So yeah, I went out, did the Ballymote Throwdown, and pounded along there. Got my best time on that. I'm 4th all time. I can guess that not many people have ever done it. But I'm 4th overall. 37 seconds. My previous best, I think, was 40. So, the people above me, by the way, 2 people on 35 seconds who did it at the same time, same day, and then 1 person on 34. So 3 seconds to go. That's a little mini ambition with the training for the CCC. See if I can take the Ballymote gold medal crown thing, whatever it is, on Strava. Anyway, so I was doing that this morning, and the bike is now feeling a bit more lubricated. And by the way, the speed I'm going on this game is determined by my watts per kilogram most of the time. Complex algorithm on the flat, it's slightly more about the watts and slightly less about the kilograms. Anytime you go uphill, it's very much watts and kilograms. Anyway, power, watts. How many joules of energy per second am I putting out? Top left, you'll see right now 221, 212. I'm hanging around 200. It's about my limit that I can do aerobically. Any more and I'm hitting anaerobic. And do 20 minutes at about 220. And maybe more. I haven't done a test for a year or so. I should do a test and find out. All right, here comes the hill again. I've got a feather power up. Makes me lighter going up the hill. So go along this bit. As soon as it starts to go uphill, I'm going to take my handy app here and boom. Up the hill. Certainly a bit easier. Makes me 10% lighter. So my watts per kilogram goes up because my kilogram's gone down. Lovely. Anyway. So interesting point on watts. Did you know that lubricating your chain makes a huge difference? So the watts you're seeing in the top left is not like some estimated power output that Garmin or whoever thinks I'm putting out. It dropped here. Back on the group. Back in the bunch. There we go. Oh, by the way, look at that name, Michelle Dirt. Michelle from the Dirt team. One of the favourites to win today. See what happens. If I manage to stay with this group, we'll find out later. A number of people have got a good sprint in this group. I've got really good sprints. So, I'm going to talk about this chain thing. So it's measuring how many watts am I putting into the system. So after I've pushed through my legs, my pedals, my chain, into the system on my back wheel, I'm putting out, 200 watts, 180, whatever. That's how much it's reading in. I'm actually putting out more than that, but it doesn't measure it. And you put out more than that, and then the resistance in my legs, in my pedals, and especially in the chain, takes it down. 7 to 10 watts, typically. The cleaner your chain, the less your wattage loss. So I'm hoping I've gained maybe 3 or 4 watts by cleaning and lubricating my chain this morning. See, certainly yesterday was hard. Couldn't get going. Today, seems okay so far. Now, as usual, I'll give my disclaimer on. If you want to see how I'm really doing, you can look at how sweaty I am. Look at how much my shoulders are rocking. Here's the hill again. Oh. Up the hill. Up we go. A few people have got feathers there. Up. Around the corner. And quick catch up. Don't get dropped. Once you get dropped into Zwift, that's more or less it. The drafting, and you more or less got to stay in the blob. Okay. So talking about how you know how I'm doing. You can look at the watts. You can look at my sweat on my face. You can look at my breathing. Listen to how much I'm not talking. The one thing that doesn't lie is heart rate. In the top left, you see watts, RPM cadence, and 175, 176 BPM heart rate. Heart rate never lies. And sustain about 180, normally. Given I've done 2 long rides in the last 2 days, that may not be quite so accurate. It may be a bit lower today. My max, 200. It has been this year. Last race I did, I couldn't get above 190 really. So we'll see. Lap 5 out of 10. Good little blob this. 26 people in the race. Looks like about 17 or 18 in this blob. The majority of people have stayed with it. 5 miles in, 7 to go. Okay. There we go. It's giving me a feather again this time. You see that feather up above where it says Arthritis Bike Classic? My power up. It's like Mario Kart. You can use it whenever you want. But that makes you lighter. So far I haven't got any others. Otherwise I'd tell you about them. Someone up there has got a helmet. Makes you more aerodynamic for 10-15 seconds. It's a good one. That's a really good one when you're sprinting or going downhill. There's a van, which is the drafting boost. But I'm going to use my feather again up here. Each time I'm noticing, each time up this hill, people are pushing a bit harder. Trying to make a split, maybe. Here we go. That's good. Lovely. We should use it slightly earlier. I get it again. Stay with the group. People go off the front, I don't care. I've not the energy to do that today. Let's stay with the blob. Usually, if one person goes off at the front, the blob is quicker. Two people, again, usually you'd catch them. Especially if they separate like this. So, this blob will be back together in a minute. Heart rate hitting 180. Getting towards the limit now. Be careful. Still 6 miles to go. Ambition at this point, still stay with this group as long as possible. Of course, this is nothing like the actual California bike ride. 300 people in that, and it's not a race. So you set off from Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco on a cold and foggy Saturday morning in September 10th this year. First day, you got to get down to Santa Cruz. It's 84 miles and some hills. They promised there's a tailwind right at the end where you head back in. Tailwind from the west, which is something of, according to experts, something of an urban myth. May happen, may not. And from there, 8 days. Down the coast through Big Sur, San Luis Obispo, inside through the wine country, come out at Gaviota, Santa Barbara, Oxnard, Ventura, and then finish Santa Monica. They still haven't finished or finalized the finish line, or if they have, they haven't told us. I'm assuming it's going to be that restaurant in Santa Monica or Pacific Palisades. We'll see. And this year, barring disaster, I'll do it. Remember 2 years ago, I was trying to do the California Coast Classic. COVID came, they couldn't get the permits. So, all right, now this time I've got an aero helmet, so I'm not going to use my feather, but I am going to try and keep up. And work hard here, because I think there are splits starting to occur. And I'll use this on the downhill bit just up here. Give me a little advantage. Get a break, get a rest. 4.5 laps to go. Yeah, so 2 years ago they couldn't do it in person. They called the remote ride, but we still had to do 525 miles, 28,000 vertical feet. Do it on your own. There's my helmet. There we go. That's nice. Heart rate 177. Down at the front. Lovely. Get that heart rate down. Not so far down that drop off the back, of course. Good, I've got an inside corner then. Inside lane on that corner. It really makes a difference. And it's luck of the draw whether you're inside or outside each time. All right, here we go, 4 laps to go. It's going to give me this time. 16th, which means 2 more people have dropped off the back. Feather, useful for that uphill. Okay. And Michelle from the Dirt team is still there. Who else to watch out for? Looking for some names. I'm going to look on the right hand side, see where the names are. People I looked up before the race. Can't see any that I know. There was a C. Chan who's not there. He was supposed to be more or less first or second. I think Mateus from Brazil was another good one. Oh, here we go. All right, coming up to this bit again. I'm going to use my feather just a little bit earlier this time. Like here. Nice and easy. That's it, nice and easy. Oh, lovely. People are getting tired, I believe. And that was interesting. That was a lot easier than it has been. People getting tired? I wonder. Again, I'll just let them go past. Join the middle to the back of this group. Get the maximum draft. Oh, wasn't so tired. I do show some camera angles. Let's stay on. Don't let that gap open. Here we go. Corner coming up. Looking lead. I was looking with the inside line on the corner. There we go. Yeah, outside. Bummer. Okay. 3 laps to go. 3.7 miles. So, I'd love you to click on the link in this YouTube video or in the Facebook post if you came here from that. Please donate. Remember, I haven't talked about it this time, but our daughter Hannah is 11 years old, has arthritis. Unusual in children. Not as unusual as you'd think. 300,000 kids in the US alone have juvenile arthritis. We are raising money, not for me, for the Arthritis Foundation. Great organisation who've helped us. We're going to be featured in some of their upcoming publications, actually, me and Hannah. More about that when it happens. I was just talking about it last week. Oh, I've got a van this time, I just realised. I'll use that after the climb to help me stay up. 2.5 laps to go. Come on. So this time I'm doing the hill without the aid of a feather. Take a drink. Heart rate 179. Holding. It'll go up here for the hill. Here we go. Up the hill. Doing without the feather, I came right to the front then. 2 more times up that hill. Wait for this group to settle down. Then I'll use the van. Rafting boost. Yeah, 186, look. Heart rate went right up. Get it back down. Under control. Breathe. Get pulled along by the crowd here. The van lasts 30 seconds. Good one. At this point, I'm on the outside again. Oh, here we go. Lucky me. On the outside. From the middle of the group to the back of the group. There's 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. See if I can hold on. People are looking tired, I think, judging by the hill, but not everyone. 3 or 4 are still good. So, I'm guessing that means they're good for the sprint. Okay, here's some tactical stuff. Give me a helmet. That's handy. Going downhill, going on the straight, especially in a sprint. 2 laps to go. There'll be a sprint at the end. Do I keep it or do I use it and gamble getting something else next time? Now, go back 2 races on YouTube. See, last time I did a Crit City race, I came second in a C group like this. And I had this helmet going into the second last lap. Now, I used it. On the last lap, I got a 10 XP experience points, 10 power up. Useless. And I wonder, had I kept it, would I have won that race? As a result, I'm going to keep this one for the final sprint, even though it's still 1.9 miles away. We have to do this stupid hill twice. Here's the hill. Down a gear. Then I have to do this 2 more times. And up we go. And there we go. Lovely, lovely. Look at that, Michelle right in front. Roco Triffitt XT, way off the front. They can go. I'm sitting in the group. Catch them or not, I haven't got the energy to chase them myself. All right. Lap and a half, 1.6 miles. 2.5 kilometers. 184 BPM. There's our little take it easy spot. Oh crap, I'm on the outside again. Excuse my language. Always on the left hand side. All right, just got to work a bit harder around this corner. There we go. Category enforcement. Yes, it is. Category enforcement, by the way, for this race, it means only people allowed in this C category race are people ranked C and D on Zwift. A's and B's are not allowed here. Still 16 in this group. We're about to lap someone. So it means if I wanted to, I could go up to the A and the B races, but the A and the B people couldn't come down here. Business says they're dead. Well, I'm going to be honest, I'm a very low-ranked C rider. I'm only just scraping in at 2.6, 2.7. The C category goes from 2.5 watts per kilogram to 3.2. So, I don't think it's that strong of a group here today. A strong group would have been in the Zwift Insider race. They'd have ridden away. Hill for the last time. Here we go. People might try and make a break for it here. Let's stay sharp. Last time up the hill. Nobody went off. Interesting. Michelle's at the front. Here we go. Half a mile to go. Remember, please donate. Let's get this green bar moving. California Coast Classic for the Arthritis Foundation, raising $4,000, riding in honor of Hannah, our daughter, who has arthritis. Let's finish this race. 0.4 to go, and I'm at the back of the group. Let's go. Some people going. Come on. Come on. Second. I was close. For a moment I thought I might have him. Oh, her? Who was it? Jay Chang was the winner. Oh. Wow. Hard work. Pleased with that. Well, thank you everyone for joining me for this. Thought I was in with a chance right at the end. 1/10 of a second out. Please join us supporting the Arthritis Foundation. Click on the link. There'll be more of these on YouTube as we go through the month of June. Looking to raise 4,000. Next goal is 3,300 by early August. Please join us. Please donate, no matter how small. It makes a difference in finding a cure for arthritis. Thank you everyone for your time. We'll catch you for the next one. All right, bye for now.